Time for a wake-up call. President Obama, of course, awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on Friday after less than 9 months in office. He didn't ask for it. He probably didn't want it, but he's getting it. So what does he do with the thing now? Today, we give a morning buzz to our friend Pat Buchanan, a man who failed again this year to convince that Norwegian panel of his qualification for their precious award. Good morning, Pat.
Morning, Willie. We were beaten out by the beer summit. Stop the bloodbath between Crowley and Professor Gates.
It's over. There's peace in Cambridge, Pat. There's peace in Cambridge.
Give peace a chance, Willie.
They're trying. They're doing their best. All right, so I wasn't here Friday. I'm just catching up to all this. Let's move beyond the absurdity of President Obama receiving that award. I think we agree on it. What does the president do with this now? What can he do, Pat, to turn this into a good thing?
Well, I think they did him no favors, really. They did a terrible thing to him because they made him a bit of a figure of mockery and humiliation and laugh. There was people starting to laugh about it, and you never want to get there. I thought the president handled it excellently. He came out with humility and surprise. He said, "My daughter told me this," and then said the big event, it was Bo's birthday, that's the dog. And so I think he handled that well. I think what he ought to do is he ought to go to Oslo, and he ought to give a speech which is in that tone, humble, and then just say, these are the things we're all trying to do. We may not achieve them, but we're walking up this hill together. So I think maybe he can recover. But that committee has done him really no favors. I think they're acting like a bunch of groupies to Obama, and it's, Voltaire once said, Willie, that, all my life I've only had one prayer: "Oh, Lord, make my enemies look ridiculous," and God granted it. And that's what the Nobel Committee looks like today.
Well, he's got those Norwegian groupies. I think he'd rather do without them. Is the criticism of the president unfair here? We know he didn't seek this award. It was given to him.
It is. And look, he didn't go out for it, and he said he woke up, and I'm sure he was astounded. And even one of his aides said, "What are you talking about? Is this April Fool's Day?" when the reporter called. And so I think he feels, really put on the spot, and it's really unfair. He's going to have to make a decision now to send all these troops and use predator strikes. And you can see the headlines, Nobel Prize winner orders more predator strikes in Pakistan.
Oh, this is it's a no-win, Pat. Either way he goes,
they handed it to Rush and back. They really did.
All right. Pat, always love your perspective. A man who has many Norwegian groupies of his own. I know we'll be talking to you on Morning Joe. Thanks, Pat.